Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Us again. How y'all doing on this Wednesday? Rest in peace, Aaliyah. This is the day that she had passed away. Rest in peace to her. Been 20 years since she been gone. Um, this is another update about R. Kelly's trial. The second accuser testifies. Her name is Jane Doe. I'm thinking this is Azriel Kelly. She testified. She got on the stand, testified what R. Kelly would do. He would make her have sex for punishment, um, force her to, if she wanted to go eat, she has to ask. He was controlling and abusive. She said that she met him when she was 17. She lied and said that she was 18. Uh, y'all recall the Gayle King interview that he had back in 2019. Uh, 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 Adriel Carey was there, and Jocelyn Savage was on the interview. But Adriel Carey sound like she didn't use her real name, but it sound like as Carey. And I think honestly, I think she's lying to get some clout, whatever it is. Um, just listen to this whole thing.
Painful lies about parents and forced to have sex with other people as punishment. A second accuser takes the stand in R. Kelly's sex trafficking trial. BNC's Dre Clark is outside court in Brooklyn. Dre?
Yeah, good evening. The woman who testified today prefers to be called Jane. She is now in her second day of testimony, telling jurors about the abuse she says she suffered at the hands of singer R. Kelly. She says Kelly would oftentimes tell her that he bought her from her family members because they no longer saw any value in her and she didn't mean anything to them. She also testified that she first met R. Kelly when she was 17 years old in the year 2015, but she says she actually lied and told him she was 18. She was an aspiring singer and she was hoping R. Kelly would help her make it big in the music industry. But like the first accuser who testified last week, she says her connection turned sexual, and she says Kelly then became abusive and very controlling. She said she had to have Kelly's permission to leave one room to go into another or to even use the bathroom. And if she broke any of his rules, she said there was physical abuse. On occasion, she testified that he would beat her with a closed fist until she started bleeding. She also testified one time when she broke a rule, as punishment, R. Kelly made her have sex with someone he called nephew. She says Kelly filmed the encounter with his iPad. She then testified that she stayed at R. Kelly's home in Chicago until late 2019, also telling the jurors that he gave her an STD and made her get an abortion. And she says Kelly trained her on how to defend him publicly. One of the more interesting moments in court was when she talked about being interviewed by CBS anchor Gayle King. She says while King was asking her questions about R. Kelly, Kelly coughed.
Now I just said Gayle King because it sounds like Azriel Kelly. I don't think it's Johnson Savage. You know what I'm saying? I just said that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, really just really watching this, hearing this. And my opinion, I think she's lying. You know what I'm saying? Because when she was on the Gayle King, she was riding for R. Kelly. She was riding with the T, getting smart with Gayle King. She was riding for that man. But now, money has stopped, I guess. And listen to this now.
Which was a signal letting her know that he was in the room. She says although at the time she expressed her support for Kelly, she was not being very truthful because all of her answers to King were very well rehearse. Now, back here live, she also said that R. Kelly demanded that she call him daddy, but under cross-examination by R. Kelly's defense team, she also said on occasion that she would call him a papa bear. She says that the defense also questioned why she never sent any pictures of the injury she sustained in those multiple beatings, but yet she would send pictures to her family members and friends of photo shoots she attended with Kelly and other places, sort of portraying them as a happy couple. Essentially, Kelly's defense team is trying to paint Jane as anything but a truthful person. She will continue her testimony on the stand tomorrow. Reporting live in Brooklyn, I'm Dre Clark for BNC.
Dre, thank you for that. We'll be back with more.
I think if she's lying, to be honest. I really do. Show some evidence. Now, I'm not on R. Kelly's side. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's just way too much stuff going on. You don't know what to believe. You believe some of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have excuses for none of the stuff that he was doing with the abuse part and having sex with underage girls and, you know what I'm saying, also boys too. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just another little update, you know what I'm saying? Here's another clip.
After luring a 17-year-old into his orbit under false pretenses of nurturing her music career, R. Kelly sexually assaulted her, made a point of degrading her during their encounters, and ultimately infected the girl with herpes. She alleged this in Brooklyn federal court. She did not use her real name in court, and she is only identified as Jane Doe number 5. The woman said she was 17 as she burst into tears. She is now 23 years old and says she first met R. Kelly at a concert in Orlando, Florida in April 2015 when she was just a junior in high school. A member of his entourage had given her a wristband that got her closer to the stage. She wound up remaining in a relationship with Kelly for 5 years. When he performed his second set of that particular show, someone from his entourage did come to her and gave her a sheet of paper. And it said on the paper, "Don't tell anyone." It said Rob and had a number on it. The then teenage girl wound up giving her mother the piece of paper. In the days following the show, she realized she had the wrong phone number. She went into her mother's phone and Kelly's number was there. Her mother and Kelly had exchanged texts. Her mother was acting as the girl. Her mother was telling Kelly about her music. The alleged victim, who now had the right phone number, started communicating with Kelly directly. He invited her to a hotel near Orlando to audition. A few days after the concert, she went to the hotel with her parents' knowledge. That's very important. With her parents' knowledge. That's what you have to put emphasis on. She went to the hotel with her parents' knowledge. And Kelly told her to meet him in his van. And she did. They were alone. And he asked her to sit on his lap. She asked him, was he sure? And he said yes. So she did. Then she said Kelly asked her for a kiss. And she said she didn't necessarily want to give him one, but he urged her to give him just a little peck. About 5 minutes later, someone knocked on the door of the van and said it was time to go upstairs. Kelly allegedly said that before the audition, he needed to come. She rebuffed his interest, but wound up having to walk back and forth in her panties and bra. Eventually, he ended up engaged in some oral contact with her buttocks. Damn, Kelly. Then there was a knock on the door. He got up and went to the door, looked through the peephole. He saw that it was some officers out there. He was very anxious and scared. After he looked through the peephole, he asked her, "Are you 18?" And she said that she said yes. So at this point, Kelly does not know her true age. Then he told her to go to the bathroom and get dressed and not to leave the restroom. Kelly allegedly spoke to the officers and she exited the restroom. They told her that her parents had been looking for her but could not get in touch with her. She said she had to call her parents in front of the officers and let them know that she was okay. She showed the officers her ID. Now listen to this. She showed the officers her ID, which would have let them know that she was 17. I repeat, she showed the officers her ID, and that would have let the officers know that she was 17 years old, right? They left, and they told R. Kelly that anytime he was in Orlando and needed security.
So you trying to say it's the parents' fault? Wow.
For him to let them know. So y'all check that out now. They saw that she was 17 in that hotel room with R. Kelly, but they telling him whenever he in Orlando and he needed security to let them know. Now after that particular situation, the woman said that the sexual relationship progressed. So R. Kelly flew her across the country to places where he had concerts and he paid for everything. She says that her mother knew that she was traveling to these concerts. You feel me? But she also said that she don't think that her mother was aware of the alleged abuse. But I beg to differ. I think that her mother had to know that something was going on. This is a 17-year-old girl, and this is R. Kelly. Her mother should have known that something was going on. Let's be real about that. The girl said that R. Kelly made her crawl back and forth during their encounters. The woman said that he would ejaculate on her face and use that as a tool of shame. That's what she said now. And that's messed up, but let's think about it. Shouldn't she have known better at 17 years old? She also said that he would make her leave the semen on her face. You know, she said one time after doing that, he told her not to wash it off and to let it harden. Damn, Kelly, it's crazy. Then she said Kelly called an associate in the room, and the associate had an entire conversation with her, with the semen on her face. And she said that she can recall them laughing. She said she felt humiliated. But why didn't she leave? That's my question. Why didn't she leave? Then she said eventually she began to feel physically unwell. And at this point, she said that Kelly got one of his female associates to take her to the hospital, to the doctor, and they tested her, and she had an STD, which we now know is herpes. Now let me say this, I'm not gonna, like I said, she was underage, she was 17 years old, man. But I'm gonna say this, man, y'all female need to stop being so starstruck by these dudes, these celebrities, because a lot of these celebrities are sick, and they twisted individuals. And y'all need to be more responsible with y'all bodies. I know that's easier said than done, but this is just some advice I would give y'all. Most of these celebrities are sick and twisted, and the reason why I say that is because they're celebrities. So they got the ability to pick from a wide range, a wide variety of women, right? See what I'm saying? So just because of that right there, they get more and more twisted in their sexual endeavors, man. But anyway, this right here is just a little
It's just a little update about what's going on in his trial. And I do agree what he says. Y'all, young ladies, need to stop being so starstruck to these celebrities, because some of these celebrities don't got it all. People, they get their money, they get arrogant, they think they top of the world, they think they invincible, they think they, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, this is another update, y'all. Y'all go enjoy y'all Wednesday. This is Sierra at you. Subscribe me, have this conversation below, and I come back with another video.